don't make me laugh when my lips are on the fan.
No.
Something's a little different this week.
Yeah, something feels off. Something feels weird.
A bit of tension in the room.
I don't know.
Well, someone's back.
I feel like it. How was your week?
Yeah, it was best 2 weeks of my life.
I feel like a changed man.
I really feel like I really just needed some time to energize myself, and
I feel different. So
then I remembered I left a 10-pack of Fantas in the studio, so I had to come back eventually.
yeah. So last week we did a pool podcast.
Yeah, we did. That was awesome.
You liked it?
Yeah,
Had fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was a little bit cold, but we've warmed up.
Wasn't it?
We've warmed up. You know, I did have some lip balms.
Welcome back to Jam, everybody.
Welcome back to Jam.
Welcome back to the Jam podcast.
Not the Jam.
Episode 17.
17, man, and
16. That's episode 16.
No, it's episode 17.
It's episode 16.
No, we filmed a 16th. I mean,
Oh, 16 was pool podcast.
yeah.
Boo.
Oh, just because it was just because.
Okay, we'll address the rumors. My phone's not charging. Who did it? We'll adjust the rumors. Jake and Marty are back.
Jake and Marty back. Yes.
My lawyers tried to get involved, and then it became a whole thing, and so I've been under contract to stay for the next 10 years.
Yeah. No, well, really, what I heard was Jacob filed divorce papers, and then, suspiciously, someone snuck in and burnt them before they were filed.
It was so funny. Oh, speaking of the pod, just and like the divorce papers joke and stuff, I was watching the last episode with
Tears in your eyes,
with tears in my eyes, like fighting through the pain, right next to the guy who replaced me on the pod, and so I was watching it with him, and he in the pod and even post pod, like when you said, "Oh, I think we're planning on making the divorce papers fall through," he thought fall through meant like go through with it.
Oh,
so he just like both times he would just sit there and go, "Oh," like he was disappointed that they were falling through, and I was like, what?
He's wanting to stay on.
Is that ring light in the frame? Probably not. Hopefully not.
Probably not.
If it is, just don't look at it.
No, it's not. No way.
So how are all the jammers out there? It's been a while. So it's been 2 weeks now since we sat on the couch.
It has been.
A lot has changed. We posted a short film for the first time in a long time.
Yes. And Never Meet Your Heroes.
Never Meet Your Heroes Volume 1. Volume 2 coming...
Never, probably. But no, we might do something.
Yeah. But I reckon it'll just be like I don't think any of the episodes, like the short films, will be connected in any way.
No.
I think it'll all just. I think that's what we should just call every short film we ever make. Never Meet Your Heroes. Christmas edition. Never Meet Your Heroes. Friggin'. Oh my god! It's
Christmas
Father's
special.
Day. It's
Father's Day.
It's Father's Day today. That's what.
Happy Father's Day.
A few things have been going on recently, so it's Father's Day today. I actually haven't seen my dad yet.
I did.
Honest.
I saw him.
I haven't even actually sent him a message. I'm kind of low-key a bad son. But I'm going to see him after we film this real quick. What?
You message your dad, Happy Father's Day.
Oh, but I'm going to see him. And I'm dropping him some cabbage leaves.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway, yeah. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Dad, you've started listening to the podcast. Happy Father's Day. Love you lots.
My dad does not listen to the podcast because he
has better things to do, maybe.
He has better things to do, yeah.
That's probably fair. Well, my dad loves me and he listens to the pod, so...
My dad loves me, but he wants to continue loving me.
He doesn't watch the pod,
listen.
but for you listening out there, Dad, if you're listening to this one, I've just raised the Fanta in the mug for you.
Daddy Simon.
I think Dad'll do. Anyway, yeah. So happy Father's Day. Also, just wanted to... He said he made a big deal about this, so I'm just crossing a few boxes here. Mitch, happy birthday for a little while ago.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Mitch. I was meaning to call you, but I didn't get around to it. No, I did call you and you didn't pick it up, so that's your own fault.
And fun fact, this episode of the podcast will release the day before my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, everybody out there, you still have time. Just tomorrow, remember, get your phones out, send me some messages on Instagram or whatever. Like, send me some presents. Send them to If they're dodgy presents, send them there. If they're real presents, send them to... Obviously gonna bleep that out.
Ouch.
Yeah, we got some nice coffees brewed up.
Yeah.
We're ready to jam. So it's been a big week. We've got a lot going on. Holy shit. What else? Nothing. That's it. Enjoy. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you next week.
Yep, that's all. That's a wrap.
In all seriousness. So last week, me and Jake, what was meant to happen? I went away last week.
Yeah.
For the entirety of the week. To be fair, Owen actually came with me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny that he was able to pod, but I wasn't. But I had things to do that day, and that was the only day. It was like last minute. Anyway, but I was meant to film. It was meant to be Jacob films a little pod, and then I film a little pod, and it's like divorce.
Yeah, we stick them together.
But I just didn't do my part.
And that's okay.
And if you guys were wondering where the intro and the outro were in the last pod, they're like the kids in the relationship. The intro and the outro, and Jacob took the house, but I took the kids. So they came with me. They were doing their thing.
Yeah, I think I did have the file somewhere, but I couldn't find it. I found every other file under the sun, all the other photos and whatnot. But
yeah, it was alright.
It's definitely one to watch.
Definitely one to watch. I actually would recommend watching last episode. I think it was better than episode 14.
Look, episode 14. Yeah.
Oh! No, go, sorry.
No,
I'm too excited. I haven't sat down on the couch.
You go, because
so
I was
long.
going to talk about episode 14 and fall asleep to
Yeah,
it.
don't talk about episode 14. I was going to say, we now have titles as well on the pod.
We
All
do.
the episodes that's only just happened. They've all got a name to them now.
Yeah.
So go watch them. Read the titles. Say which one you think's the best. Funny story about that is I'm episode 8. So you know this, but just for the viewers out there, episode 8 and now episode 16 are the only ones I didn't edit.
Yeah.
And so episode 8, I didn't know what happened in it.
Yeah.
I listened to it, but like it was just on the train one. I think I fell asleep.
As per usual, listen to the Jam podcast.
But so I didn't know what was in that one, so I just called it Into the Unknown because I don't know what goes on in there. So a lot of the references, like the tea, nothing like a last step of episode 15, the tea.
Oh, it was just a mug. Oh, now I get it.
Because we have mugs now.
Yeah.
Like that was like I took a real loose. My favorite episode is still episode 6, the toilet. So.
Oh, that was a good one. I listened to that one on the way back from Lawn.
It's my favorite. I reckon it's a great one.
I remember that because I was listening to it.
Nah.
Anywho, here's a story. A few weeks ago, right after we podded, really, I took my brother back to college, and he does have a license, but he just doesn't have a car park up there. So I drove him up, and the whole way up, he's like, well, actually, he drives up, I drive back, just because he doesn't want me to. Yeah. He doesn't like. He just like make it easier. I can drive for 2 hours, but he just doesn't want me to. So it's nice like that. I get to watch TikTok. But anyway, when he's driving, he plays his music. When I drive, I play my music. Anyway, he decided no music this time. We're going to listen to a podcast, and he listened to the number 2 podcast, the Hamish and Andy podcast, the Hamish and the ha, which is something I don't do while watching it. I don't ha while watching that.
I have one podcast that I enjoy that isn't ours.
What's that?
3 podcasts that I enjoy. I actually listen to a lot of podcasts nowadays, but only ever since I started my own.
Yeah.
I listen to the TMG podcast with Cody Coe and Noel Miller. They're quite funny. I listen to on occasion. I actually don't listen to this. My brother played this once, and it was quite funny when he played it, but I haven't listened to it since the Alpha Blokes podcast. Don't really listen to that. But the one that I listen to frequently is the List Cloggers podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's quite funny.
The one that I listen to most frequently is the Jam podcast, but that's...
Oh, Underneath the Jam podcast, because they're fucking hilarious.
They
actually,
so good.
Not to cut you off.
No, it's
just because we're literally on it. While we're talking about the List Cloggers podcast, or while I said it, the guy Dan on it, he said once something that I just wanted to pitch out to the Jam viewers.
Yeah.
Just a quote from him. He said, and it just hit me. I can't lie. I was sitting at the bottom of Mount Buller in the car waiting for Mum. I think. Oh, I was waiting for Rory's mum to come pick me up, and so he said, "If you're scared to die, you'll never live."
Oh, put that on a t-shirt, front and back.
I think that's an awesome quote.
To finish off my story, Hamish and Andy, they just talked about this guy who could guess how many could cook popcorn perfectly, like the bagged popcorn in the microwave. And like, so no kernels are left and there's no burnt.
None left unpopped.
None left unpopped.
burnt. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but he could only... Then they talked for like half an hour about it because he was telling them about how he could only do it in his ex-girlfriend's microwave, which he stole from her and then brought in to the Hey podcast.
That's quite funny.
That was funny.
That makes me... Ha!
But he actually sucked at it because he left 6 unpoppables.
Ooh.
Yeah. But anywho, now I have some quotes. Now these I wouldn't quite call them motivational, but I've been saying them a lot at work, and a workmate and I, we say it a lot. Or he says them more than I do. Mm-hmm. He says some of them more than I do. He anytime we're working hard, and we were working hard a few weeks ago, we were sweating because it was a warm day too.
Yeah.
And
it's getting hot nowadays.
Yeah, and he was like, he just said randomly, "Jacob, I'm sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage," and I was like, "That's awesome. That's awesome."
That to me the other day.
You're allowed to talk.
You're allowed to talk. We've never
zipped you.
You make us look so bad. We've never even encouraged you not to talk. The only thing we encourage you not to do is play audio out of your phone.
Yeah.
I like the one that's like,
We've never told you stop talking.
I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Alright.
Oh, okay, that'll get played.
Alright. That is quite funny, to be fair.
Why
By the way, before you go any further, do you want to explain to the viewers why you've chosen this attire, or do you just want to let it slide through?
Here's what I'm wearing for the viewers.
Gets on the couch every time with this guy. It's Father's Day, so we were meant to come dressed as dads, but I didn't, so I'm dressed as a son.
Yeah, cut these myself. The pants, not my legs. That was a byproduct.
Nice.
There's scissors around there. No, got them really even because I had
you cut them yourself.
No, I know they look like from the shops like this, but I got 2 pairs of scissors and that's how I got them even.
Yeah.
Both same time.
Yes.
Just like that.
For the Spotify listeners out there, Jacob is currently wearing a golf shirt with 3/4 jorts.
Yeah. Like
some white socks with some stains on them, but it's
yeah.
alright.
No, that's I don't know.
I would say they're 3/4 jeans, not jorts.
3/4 jeans, you reckon? Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's just not going to
Anywho,
work.
yeah, that'll get blurred.
That'll get blurred because you just gave them a whole large package delivery. Freaking
straight. It's UPS
out here.
Oh, that's how the Jam podcast jams.
And that's why we jam.
I got another one.
Alright, that was ridiculous.
So use this one for Father's Day when you've had a nice big Father's Day lunch.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day. If you're really full and you can't eat anything more, throw down your knife and fork and just say, "Oh, I'm full as a fat lady's sock." That one works every time. That one really that really
articulates how full you actually are. First thing that seems really. And I had one more, and this one's actually my own. And it's one you agree with something instead of say ditto or yeah, I feel that. I started saying get me a ticket for that train, just because I feel like.
How often should you wash the sole of your feet? Because really, as soon as you wash it, it's going back on the floor. So you have to clean the floor at the same time as you wash your feet. And everyone's like, "Well, I don't actually know." And I'm like, "Get me a ticket for that train. Get me a ticket for that train. I want to sit shoulder to shoulder with you on that thought." And welcome back to the Jam podcast.
Sorry, I you guys made me feel bad before about not sending my dad a message, so I just sent him a message.
I was locked in. He was.
I can't text and talk or think if I'm texting, I'm texting.
No, that's fine because I just had a heart and heart with I'm not sure if it was the camera or Gemma because she was also texting.
Don't even bother going into it. I'll rewatch it.
Been there. Now
Great segment into something I did this week, and I want everybody to get on it. No, put that down right now. I don't want everybody to get on it right now. Okay, so I this week watched 2. Go for about an hour and a half each. They're long YouTube videos on the history. One of them was the history of Wii Sports speedruns, and the other one was the history of Mario Wii Sports speedruns or Wii speedruns. And oh my god, the guy that makes them, I need to pull him up right now. I need to pull his name up right now because I want a name dropping. Because he makes these videos so interesting, so fun. History of Wii Sports Speed. There's so much that goes into it. It's awesome. Stop talking smack. These are awesome. Summoning Salt, I think. Summoning Salt. Right? That went for 44 minutes. It's got 5.2 million views. He definitely doesn't need me to put him on right now. But, Summoning Salt, Your videos are awesome, brother. You make something that to these guys sounds so uninteresting.
If you no,
you made it.
I'd be interested too, but I have a lot of respect for you, Summersby Salts or whatever your name is. And what were we talking? Oh yeah,
I was talking about
I was saying like this guy. What's his name?
Summoning Salt.
Obviously, you make the most interesting videos because I can't keep this guy captivated for clearly like 12 minutes. Without him. And messaging Dad.
Well, it's Father's Day,
oh,
bro.
Happy Father's Day! Please, just give me a chance to I'm messaging you to get a break from this Jacob guy, just for a couple of minutes.
No, it's not that at all. It's not like that at all.
Leave him talking to the camera.
Okay, well, Summoning Salt, I recommend everybody go watch his videos. They're really interesting. It's cinematic masterpiece. And just when you think the record's not going to get broken again, you're thinking, how the hell can anybody cut time
You
off
look
that?
at the video and it's got another hour and 25 minutes, and you go, it must have to get broken again.
Oh my god, no, you don't understand. You would love these videos. You would actually eat them up. They're so good. Gemma doesn't like them.
Bro, does that eat them up? Marketplace Madness. I actually want to bring this one up because I found this so funny. So I was just scrolling at work through Marketplace, just as I normally do, even though I have no reason to buy anything. And I found this car. It was a 1998 Toyota Scarlet. And this guy was trying to swap it for something. He's trying to swap it for another car, obviously. And so I messaged him. I messaged Joshy. Well, Josh, his name was, but I called him Joshy. I said, "Hi, Joshy. I could swap you for a PS4 controller of equal value." And he said, "I beg your pardon." I said, "Is that a deal?" He said, "Pick." Now, I didn't realise that I hadn't shown him the picture of the controller. So I was like, "Perfect, when do you want to swap?" He said, "I said pick, not sure, mate." I said, "What's that mean?" He said, "You don't know what picture means? I want to see the controller of equal value." I said, "Whoa, settle down. I don't understand abbreviations, sorry." Then I showed him the picture of the controller.
You send it to me first of all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He said, "I think you need serious help, mate." I said, "What are you talking about? I'm giving you a serious offer here. That's a good deal. That controller cost me $99. He said, "That?" A few bad, naughty words in there.
Oh.
C word, you honestly
Wait,
need
I'll
to
read
go
it out.
help
I'll bleep it.
or get the fluff
Read it out.
out
I'll-
of your
I'll read it
basement.
properly,
Go
I'll read
fluff
it
yourself.
properly. You honestly need to go get help or get the fuck out of your basement and go f yourself. Equivalent value, and you try to swap a controller for a registered car and wasting my time.
Then I said, "That controller is equivalent value to your car. In fact, I think the controller's actually worth a bit more."
And also,
And I said, "Also, that's no way to talk to a customer. No wonder you're having trouble selling the thing." Then he said,
okay, I'll give you 50 and the car okay, I'll give you $50 and the car as I need it. Go on.
I said, "Perfect, I'll take it."
Sweet as, when do you want to swap?
Then I said, "I edited a photo of you with the controller so you know how it will look."
Is that him?
Yeah.
Doing a shit?
It's him doing Gemma with the controller in hand. I said, "I'm free Saturday." And he said, "Sweet, thanks, appreciate." Yeah, and he sent me an address. I said, "What time, big boy?"
12 sharp. AM or PM, sugar? PM. Lol alert, what? You've just been pranked. This was all set up, Josh. All for some content for the #1 podcast in the world. No shit, it was a prank. IDK, you seem pretty into that controller. It was... Sorry, I've fully stolen your thing, but you're not reading this. I was looking forward to it in the end. Sorry about that. Why don't you enjoy the Jake and Marty podcast instead? So when will it be out? Comes out every week on Friday.
He's so excited.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Welcome to the Jake and Marty podcast.
I had a massive thought midway through that, but I forgot it.
He called you a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so rude.
So rude. It was so out of nowhere, too.
Literally.
It's obviously just like someone fucking with you. You know, just like, oh, yeah, in the fucking basement. Like,
Literally.
Oh, shit.
Well
Just
said.
ignore the message. Like, just don't reply.
But he couldn't help it. He couldn't help but get a dose of the jam. Oh, also, check this out. It's the cup I got given this morning at coffee.
Hey,
MVP. And this
Not
is
a
the
Jake and Marty mug, but
cup my dad got.
okay, you can't just show me images because you don't send.
No, I will. I promise. I don't do
That
small
one's
talk.
a bit zesty. I don't lie.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, nothing better than when a sweet old lady calls you love. We didn't turn the lights on this episode.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. BRB right back, guys. You just keep potting.
I'll just keep pointing. So also, I went to McDonald's. Actually, no, fluff that. Ignore that thing. I did go to McDonald's, but I didn't go to McDonald's. It was Hungry Jack's. But anyway, that's not even the story I'm telling, so you can wait. I went to Melbourne this morning to pick up my brother again.
Change anything.
And I decided, well, to go to Melbourne, you have to pass Werribee. Now, everyone knows here at the Jam Podcast, we're not a fan. So I was passing Werribee. You know, just imagine me driving. I was going in a straight line, but just imagine. I'm just doing this so you know I'm driving. And then I...
Where's the Werribee story? Me and Gemma.
I went to Werribee as well. Big mistake. Anyway, then I was like... I realised, Werribee's coming up. Turn on the circulate in the car. Recirculate the air. I was like, I'm just gonna zip this one up real quick. Kept driving. Absolute no stink in that car. Absolute no stink. On the way back, someone was farting and was fizzing and bubbling in the passenger seat. So there was a stink, but you know we got hit with the usual. Oh, Werribee stinks.
Yeah.
Even though the air was circulating in the car.
Yeah.
That's my story.
No, we drove through Werribee as well on the way back from our little trip.
Oh yeah.
And we were passing the Werribee Zoo, and at about that point, it started to smell. Do you not remember this?
Someone was
Well,
fizzling.
then he who smelt it probably dealt it.
Fizzling and bubbling.
No.
bubbling.
Yeah, I was the one who smelt it. I didn't deal it out, though.
No.
It was Werribee. It was the Werribee Zoo specifically. It smelled bad.
It just stinks out there.
Tell the story about Owen's shit driving.
I wouldn't... It wasn't
I
shit
did
driving.
go to Werribee though. This was a few weeks ago.
Same trip as me, bro.
And
Owen
I
tried
saw...
to... Oh my god, I do have a good story about Owen shit driving.
That's exactly what I was just
I have a
saying.
good story. But it was one moment specifically that freaked me the fuck out. So we're on a... Sorry, you were talking, but I'm just gonna...
No, it's fine. I don't
So
care.
we're on a highway.
I was going to tell you a story about this guy who, and I'm telling the story now. He was wearing these awesome pants. They were just really colourful, and then he was wearing red slides. I was like, he looks awesome. Your story.
I am really mad because when you were telling that big story about that guy, I had a really good thought to pitch in there for the viewers, but completely forgotten it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Salty Piranhas, or whatever your name is, he can really capture your attention for an hour and a half. So
I love them. I love their videos. I think they're great. Where I was going with now is we were in a four-lane highway coming through Melbourne.
looks like this.
Looks like this. See, 2 lanes. And let's not do that. And then it merges out to 2 different
So
lanes.
it's like this, then it merges out like that. You see what I'm doing? I can do that. See? It's like this, and then it does that. Okay. You're that side of the camera for a reason.
Alright, it merges out 2 different ways. I was in, say if we name them lane 1, 2, 3, 4. Jacob, please stop. Please stop.
Just tell your story.
1, 2, 3, 4. I was in 2. Me and Owen was behind me in 2. We needed to get in 3 or 4 to go where we needed to go. And kind of last minute-ish, I went into lane 3, but Owen had just 5 minutes before that gone into lane 1 to come up next to me and be all funny and shit. And and so then last minute I changed to lane 3, and there's a lady behind me now, so it's me, lady behind me in lane 2, when about to go into lane 3, me, but not the lady, and Owen's in lane 1 right next to me. And so I go into lane 2, and last minute, the lane merges out, the lines are literally stopped, he's coming into Loki, the barricade thing, and he swerves lanes right, cuts that lady right off and just goes in front, it was dangerous.
In a car crash. He was this close to hitting that girl.
Nah, it was alright.
I think I did something like that yesterday. Oh yeah, I was changing lanes, and then I indicated once I was in the lane because I thought it would be funny. So I changed lanes, and then I turned on my indicator to say I was changing lanes. And I was driving with someone in the car, and they got they found it really funny.
Yeah.
But they thought I was just being normal. They thought I was being serious, but I wasn't. I'm actually a really good driver.
So why did you try to Zuckerberg me out of the Jake and Marty podcast? What was that about?
That was more I was given permission by Andrew Garfield.
Give him permission.
Yeah, well, you said I could.
Yeah, I did.
And we've been foreshadowing it for ages.
What, the breakup?
No. Well, no, that's just because he fired.
Should we film a big breakup?
We already did. We broke up at the start of the year, remember? Because you went to Singapore or something.
I went to Cambreasy.
No, before that. Didn't you go...
Oh, yeah, I went overseas.
Yeah. And that's when we broke up, and then you went and replaced me with Mickles.
No. Could never.
Happy birthday, Mickles.
Happy birthday, Mitch. Wonder if he'll remember my birthday.
What? Two things that go hand in hand.
That's obviously getting blurred out. It just made me think because Hobbo's birthday is also coming up.
Legit, so insensitive.
Oh.
Hey, it's my fault.
Yeah. You're, no.
Is it
I
still...
got a video of Hobbo that came up 1 year ago today. It's a video of me sitting on a couch and Hobbo's got his hand literally right on my inner thigh.
That's
and
cool.
it's a video of me crying. it's like I'm like filming it and he's there smiling and talking to someone else just with his hand right on my inner thigh. Then and I turn the camera around, I'm literally crying.
We're actually crying?
Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna crack in right now. Probably be this time last year, wouldn't it? Actually, maybe I can just do the... Oh no, because that'll... What's the month now? August.
September. 1st of September.
Yeah, it was in August. Yeah.
Why'd you start crying? Oh, that was funny. I'm like still trying to think of that thought I had so long. I just need to get over it.
No, that's fair enough.
In my notes, I've got double time Raz. I don't know where that came from, but apparently I had a double shot Raz. I went to the snow. That was good. Good.
How
fun.
was that?
I was meant to film a snow podcast, but you're never going to get it because I didn't film it. Sorry, everybody.
That happens.
You were meant to get poolside and then slope side.
Yeah.
A few things just to address in last episode. You took your opportunity to sing a lot, and I'm grateful you did that because you're not allowed to sing.
Yeah, well, I sung a lot and then I cut it out.
Yeah.
I cut it out because I was like, oh, this sucks. I was like, I'm not going to hurt anyone's ears.
Yeah.
But now that you mention it, Frank and Marty coming back for a second week in a row.
Oh, what? What's Frank and Marty?
It's like,
So
it's Jake and Marty, but they sing Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Frank and Marty.
Nah.
No, it's not. No, this was the big news. There's big pod news incoming. Also, the reason it all sort of connected, my thought was not that good, but it was like, don't worry about it. It wasn't that good. It was related to the studio, because I was going to say, hey, I'm wearing a green shirt, hopefully.
Yeah.
It doesn't go
I'm wearing
missing.
this.
Hopefully it doesn't go missing when we green screen ourselves into the studio. Because this is all a green screen.
Yeah, this actually isn't real.
But speaking of, it's not going to be real soon. Studio's going, brother.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh no, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, studio's going.
I'm out of a job. How do you think I feel?
Because I'm not living.
The crazy thing about it is someone else is going to live here. And someone else is going to have no idea that the number one podcast...
We'll take the couch.
Oh,
All
beautiful.
the furniture's out, so we'll keep the couch.
Look at this.
But we'll just have to sort out how we film our pods. I think by the time... Because I don't think it'll go till the end of the year-ish.
Oh, the pod will end.
No.
Oh.
Pod never ends,
Pod
Jacob.
never ends.
Pod never ends. No, this studio will go around the end of the year.
Yeah.
So studio's going to go. We'll have to figure out something...
We'll just have to meet in the middle somewhere. Just like literally get camping chairs.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll probably take a few photos of this place and just green screen ourselves in. That's why the thought of the shirt came in. But
Yeah.
it's kind of stupid because I'm obviously not. I can touch this. She's real. Probably don't want to touch her too much. She'll fall back down.
Yeah.
She'll dive right in. Cool. So that was
episode 17.
we have big things coming up just to pre-warn everybody.
Oh yeah, this is exciting.
Just should I edge them a little bit?
Nah,
No.
leave them.
Keep them secret. Big things in the plan, in the works. That's why the podcasts have been getting shorter to cater for things like mini movies and the big guy that's coming up soon.
Oh, I just remembered something. One time in year 9, we were all turning 15, apart from one who was like a year younger. And we were going to go watch the new Terminator movie, and it was MA. So we all had our school IDs like a school cards to show the guy so that he knew we were 15 so he could watch the movie.
Yeah.
But one of them, since he wasn't 15 yet, he couldn't go see the movie. So I said, send me like a picture of your school card and I'll edit it. Edited it so it looked like he was 15. And then we went in and showed him, and we were also nervous. Well, I wasn't, but I was the one that did the editing, so I was like nervous to see if it would pass.
Mm-hmm.
It did, and
Nice.
we got into the movie. I was seeing tables taller than him.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
a great
and
way
that's
to
a
finish
wrap.
Episode 17 of the Jake and Marty Podcast. Happy Father's Day, fathers. Happy birthday, Mitch.
Happy birthday to anyone's birthday who it is.
Happy birthday, Tyson!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Everybody
birthday,
send
Tyson.
me messages tomorrow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be fine, actually.
Also at the Jam, Jake and Marty have had their first year anniversary a while ago,
And
back in
tell us
July.
you missed us.
Really?
We make it
Yeah,
better.
it was like last July.
With Jake and Marty?
Jake and Marty, yeah.
Or
Fall Guys Farm, which like where it originated.
But that's... Really? How did you know this?
Because I looked at our first Instagram post,
Awesome.
and the date on it was like June or July.
Cool.
Tell us you missed us.
What happened?
Huh?
Tell us you missed us. It's not the same.
What?
Missed
Us?
who?
You, us.
Oh, that I have to tell... I
Yeah.
missed you, Tyson.
Thank you. And I missed you, Gemma.
Yeah. No,
Now, Gemma, you missed Jacob.
yeah, you have to tell me. I'm
You
not...
have to tell me
I missed
No.
you, Jacob.
You compared me to a dog.
No. Owen did.
That was
And
Owen.
Andre-
That was
did.
that was Marty.
That was Marty. I didn't.
This is not me. Yeah. So one
You
year,
regret replacing us, and it's not the same.
1 year anniversary celebration
This
is
was-
gonna be
this
now.
was
1 year
way
anniversary celebration right now. Happy days.
Happy days. I
Goodbye,
missed you
Gemmas.
guys. I missed you, Gemma.
I miss
Say it
you.
back.
I miss you,
I
Gem
missed you,
podcast.
Say the rest. Wasn't the same.
Oh my god.
I missed you, Gemma. Sorry that I didn't cut out the part where Owen called you a dog.
No.
All right, stop it.
Stop it. Stop fighting
it.
in the
This is not what
pod.
the
Stop
fucking
fighting in the.
podcast
Stop
is
fighting
about.
in the studio.
That's not what the fucking
Everyone
podcast is about.
everyone else here is thinking, "What? These guys are such a dysfunctional podcast."
We are not dysfunctional.
We are not
It's
dysfunctional.
been 1 year of Jake and Marty.
It's 1 year of Jake and Marty, and it's been the best year of my
It's been
life.
about 5 months of the podcast now, you know.
No, it hasn't.
Around about. Let's go golfing. All right. Thank you, James.
That's a wrap.
Happy Father's
That's
Day.
a wrap. When it's gone, it's gone.